taking it there. It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on second down. Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Another run here with Sanders.
And he'll get the...
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
He finds Wilson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they
Sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Goff on third down. He's got his man and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Austin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He'll get this down to the 38. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They go play action with Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. 30, the 20. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown. And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home? I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often. No, they're not choreographed very well usually. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Back to throw. Goff. And the ball is knocked out.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Taken at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Hurts. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at half.
This is intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. That's caught. It's Cunningham. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll go again with Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get him at the 25. The Washington offense back out there. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Goff on 1st down. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Goff now looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Goff throwing again. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lamb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now. Goff. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Goff. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Goff. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Cunningham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Goff on 1st down. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil for